Nico Harrison has no regrets trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers, even if it still feels surreal. Months later, it still doesn't quite feel real. Luka Doncic wearing purple and gold, leading the Los Angeles Lakers. The blockbuster trade that sent Doncic to LA shook the NBA world. It came out of nowhere, blindsiding fans and pundits alike. Reactions were wildly split. Lakers fans celebrated like they'd won the championship, while Dallas Mavericks supporters were left stunned, many still struggling to accept it. When Doncic returned to Dallas for the first time in a Lakers jersey, he was greeted with loud cheers and a standing ovation, a tribute Dorian Finney-Smith said he absolutely deserved. Meanwhile, Mavericks GM Nico Harrison didn't get the same warm welcome. He was booed relentlessly, and his name remains a lightning rod for criticism over the move. Harrison had remained mostly silent since the trade, speaking only briefly the day after in Cleveland. But recently, in an interview with ESPN's Tim McMahon, he made it clear he stands by his decision. "I don't have any regrets about the trade," Harrison said firmly. "My job is to do what's best for the Mavericks, not just today, but for the future. And sometimes that means making tough, unpopular decisions. That's part of the responsibility I carry." He acknowledged that not every move he's made has been welcomed with open arms, but is confident in the bigger picture and the long-term vision. "One thing about Dallas, the fan base is passionate, and that's something we need to achieve our goals," Harrison explained. "Honestly, almost every trade I've made since I got here was met with skepticism. The Kyrie trade? Everyone hated it at first. People said it would never work. Now, most agree it was the right move. The Gafford and Washington trades? Same thing. Fans thought we gave up too much. But look how quickly that narrative changed. With this one, it might take a bit more time. But our philosophy going forward is clear. Defense wins championships. And this trade sets us up to be built around that identity. Time will tell who really came out on top. But right now, it's hard not to feel like the Lakers pulled off a masterstroke. Luka Doncic leads the NBA in jersey sales. Doncic isn't just an elite player, he's a global superstar. Many already see him as the heir to LeBron James in LA, and the numbers back it up. Since joining the Lakers, Doncic has soared to the top of the NBA in jersey sales, cementing his place as one of the league's most marketable and beloved figures. The trade's ripple effects have extended far beyond Dallas and Los Angeles. Around the league, executives and analysts have been dissecting the deal ever since it happened, not just for what it means now, but for how it reshapes the future of both franchises. For the Lakers, the addition of Doncic has injected new life into a team that was searching for its next chapter beyond LeBron James. With James nearing the end of his career, Doncic represents both the present and the future, a generational talent capable of carrying the torch. His chemistry with Anthony Davis has developed quicker than expected, turning the Lakers into legitimate title contenders once again. TV ratings have surged, arena attendance is up, and Lakers jerseys with the number 77 are everywhere in Southern California and far beyond. Meanwhile, in Dallas, the mood has been far more complicated. Mavericks fans continue to wrestle with the emotional weight of losing a once-in-a-lifetime player they watched grow from a teenage sensation into a global icon. Social media remains a minefield for Nico Harrison and the Mavericks front office, with each loss reigniting criticism and every Doncic highlight in LA adding salt to the wound. But not everything is doom and gloom in Dallas. The Mavericks have leaned fully into a culture shift, one rooted in defense, discipline, and long-term development. The pieces acquired in the trade, though not as flashy as Doncic, have begun to show promise. Veteran leadership, improved depth, and a stronger defensive identity are starting to take shape. While the immediate results haven't silenced the critics, there's a quiet optimism growing within the organization. "It's not about winning the press conference," one team insider said. "It's about building something sustainable, and we believe this foundation will take us there." Harrison has doubled down on that message, reminding fans that great teams aren't built overnight. He also emphasized the importance of giving new players time to integrate and develop under head coach Jason Kidd's system, especially in a Western Conference that's more competitive than ever. Still, for many fans, Doncic's dazzling performances in LA, including multiple 40-point games, game winners, and a now viral triple-double against the Warriors, make it hard to be patient. National media has also kept the spotlight on the trade. Pundits like Stephen A. Smith and J.J. Redick have debated it fiercely on air, with some calling it one of the most shocking deals of the decade. Redick, in particular, defended Harrison's vision, pointing to long-term roster flexibility, and the Mavericks need to escape a star-centric system that, despite Dhoni's brilliance, hadn't produced deep playoff runs. It's bold, sure, Redick said. But sometimes bold is what it takes to break through. In the end, whether this trade goes down as visionary or disastrous will depend on what both teams do from here. For now, Luka Doncic continues to shine under the LA lights, and the Mavericks continue to search for their new identity, one built not around a single superstar, but a collective purpose. And somewhere in between boos and applause, Nico Harrison remains focused on the long game, hoping that history will eventually prove him right. LeBron James and Luka Doncic among the NBA's most-watched stars on social media in the 2024-25 season. When it comes to star power, few teams, in any sport, can match the global appeal of the Los Angeles Lakers. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic leading the charge, it's no wonder they continue to dominate TV ratings and social media alike. LeBron has been the face of the NBA for over 2 decades. His legacy, both on and off the court, is unmatched. But now, alongside him, the league has a new global icon in Luka Doncic, a dazzling talent who's become must-see entertainment every time he steps on the floor. Together, they form not only one of the most exciting duos in the league, but also one of the most influential. So, it comes as no surprise that they're two of the most-watched NBA players on social media this season. According to NBA PR, LeBron James led all players with a staggering 3.2 billion views across all platforms, while his teammate Doncic claimed the third spot with over 1.8 billion views. What's even more jaw-dropping is the gap between LeBron and everyone else. He outpaced second-place Stephen Curry by over 670 million views, proving that even in his 21st season, the King's reign is far from over. And while fresh faces continue to rise, LeBron and Curry still stand tall as the league's most magnetic figures. Doncic claiming the third spot is equally impressive, and likely supercharged by his high-profile move to the Lakers earlier this season. From the moment he put on the purple and gold, fans around the world couldn't stop watching. His delivered highlight after highlight, clutch moments, and viral plays that lit up social feeds and redefined the narrative in LA. Right behind Doncic sits the Spurs phenom Victor Wembanyama, showing that the NBA's future is in very good hands. But what truly sets the Lakers apart is this: they have two of the top 3 most-watched players in the league, a testament to their unmatched cultural footprint. And with Doncic positioned as LeBron's successor in the post-retirement era, the Lakers' grip on global attention isn't going anywhere. Luka Doncic tops NBA jersey sales. LeBron James comes in third. Of course, social media views are just one way to measure a player's popularity, and the jersey sales tell the same story. In the NBA's latest report on jersey sales for the second half of the season, Luka Doncic led the entire league, while LeBron secured the third spot. Sandwiched between them once again, Stephen Curry. It's a powerful reminder of the magnetic pull these stars have. Whether fans are tuning in online, filling arenas, or buying jerseys, the demand for Doncic and James is undeniable. And for the Lakers, having both of these superstars at the top of the charts only cements their status as the league's most iconic franchise. With Doncic already taking the mantle and LeBron continuing to defy time, the future in Los Angeles looks as bright as ever. The massive numbers behind LeBron James and Luka Doncic aren't just vanity metrics. They reflect a deeper cultural shift happening within the NBA, especially under the bright lights of Los Angeles. For the Lakers organization, these milestones are more than just records. They're part of a long-term branding strategy. With LeBron still performing at an elite level and Doncic already stepping into the global spotlight, the Lakers have managed to bridge 2 eras of basketball greatness without missing a beat. Team executives reportedly expected a major marketing boost when Doncic arrived, but even they've been stunned by the speed and scale of his rise. According to sources close to the organization, merchandise sales, ticket demand, and international fan engagement have skyrocketed since the trade. The Lakers' presence in European markets, especially Slovenia, Spain, and across the Balkans, has grown dramatically thanks to Donic's global reach. It's like the passing of the torch is happening in real time, said one longtime Lakers insider. LeBron still owns the stage, but Luka is already writing the next act. The NBA itself has leaned into this narrative. The league has highlighted Lakers games more frequently in primetime national slots and expanded international broadcasting deals, often featuring matchups that include Doncic, LeBron, or both. Social media campaigns, jersey collaborations, and even behind-the-scenes content are being curated to fuel the momentum. And the fans? They're all in. Lakers home games have turned into global events. Crypto.com Arena is constantly buzzing with celebrities, influencers, and fans flying in from all over the world just to catch a glimpse of this historic duo. Online, fan-created content featuring Dhoni and LeBron racks up millions of views within hours. Hashtags like #KingandKid and #LuCarrera have become viral trends during game nights. Meanwhile, in the broader NBA landscape, the dominance of Lakers stars is putting pressure on other franchises to build not just better rosters, but better brands. Teams are increasingly aware that star power extends beyond stats. It's about visibility, influence, and the ability to captivate global audiences. This isn't just about basketball anymore, said ESPN analyst Malika Andrews. It's about cultural impact. Luka and LeBron are two of the most influential athletes on the planet right now. The Lakers understand that, and they're maximizing it. Even players around the league are taking note. Younger stars like Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Haliburton, and Paolo Banchero have all spoken publicly about the influence Dhoni and LeBron have had on their careers, both as players and as professionals navigating fame. With Dhoni at the center of the Lakers' future and LeBron continuing to redefine longevity in sports, the NBA is witnessing a rare moment where the present and future coexist seamlessly. And as the playoffs approach, anticipation is building for what could be a legendary postseason run, one led by two of the league's most iconic figures. Because when you combine a living legend with a rising global superstar, both wearing Lakers jerseys, you don't just get a team worth watching. You get a movement. Luka Doncic tops NBA jersey sales as LeBron James holds strong at No. 3. Luka Doncic hasn't just made headlines for his performance on the court, he's also dominating off it. The superstar guard now leads the entire NBA in jersey sales for the second half of the 2024-25 season, while his Lakers teammate, the legendary LeBron James, holds firm in third place. Since arriving in Los Angeles, Doncic has elevated the Lakers from a strong playoff team to a legitimate championship contender. With the postseason set to kick off later this week, there's a real sense of belief within the organization, and for good reason. The Lakers secured the No. 3 seed and are set to face the Minnesota Timberwolves in the opening round, a team Doncic knows well from last year's Western Conference Finals. Back then, he led the Dallas Mavericks to a convincing 5-game series win over Minnesota and carried his team all the way to the NBA Finals. This year, with a deeper roster, more firepower, and one of the most respected coaching staffs in the league, Doncic is determined to finish the job and bring home his first championship ring. Of course, he's not doing it alone. LeBron James may have handed over the keys to the offense, but his impact on both ends of the floor remains massive. Together, Doncic and LeBron form one of the most dynamic duos in basketball, and fans around the world are clearly taking notice. According to the NBA, Doncic finished first in jersey sales across the league, with LeBron coming in third. Sandwiched between the two is none other than Stephen Curry, while other stars rounding out the top 10 include Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nikola Jokic. Doncic topping the list isn't exactly shocking. The Lakers are the NBA's most iconic franchise, and pairing their global brand with an international superstar like Luka is a marketing dream. The reach of the Lakers extends far beyond the US, and Doncic's appeal spans continents. His popularity in Europe, especially, has added a new layer to LA's global fanbase. LeBron's continued presence near the top is equally impressive. Even in the twilight of his career, his name still resonates like few others. His jersey continues to fly off shelves, proof that greatness never goes out of style. But while jersey sales are a nice milestone, Doncic has his eyes on a much bigger prize, an NBA title. He knows that individual accolades mean little without a championship to go with them. And he's made it clear that it's going to take a full team effort to get there. Winning matters most, Doncic has said on multiple occasions. I'd trade all the numbers, all the hype, just to lift that trophy with my teammates. Sasha Vujacic sees shades of Kobe in Luka. Doncic's unique blend of poise, skill, and competitive fire has drawn comparisons to several all-time greats, but one in particular stands out. Former Laker and two-time NBA champion Sasha Vujacic recently likened Doncic to Kobe Bryant, citing the way Luka approaches the game mentally and emotionally. He reminds me of Kobe in the way he sees the game and how much he wants to win, Vujacic said. It's that mindset, the killer instinct, that sets him apart. That comparison, coming from someone who shared the court with Bryant for years, speaks volumes. It's not about mimicking Kobe's style, it's about the mindset, the relentless drive, the obsession with greatness. As the playoffs begin, Luka Doncic isn't just the league's most popular player, he's also one of its most dangerous. And with LeBron James by his side, the Lakers may very well be on the path to something special.